first fight of the night. Please welcome to the swing circle at this time, Fred Pierce.
Pierce, 7 pro MMA bouts, 3 pro kickboxing bouts. Never has fought professional in boxing. Had a very good amateur record, though, in boxing, 18-3. He's trained extensively with the heavyweight boxing prospect Casey Morrison, son of Tommy Morrison. Fred Pierce said of his opponent, Zach Drusilla, in this opening bout of BKFC8, he wants to draw him into a brawl. He said, I put a big focus in my training on keeping a high, tight striking guard. Also, he said, I've been working on trying to figure out the different angles. So different from wearing boxing gloves, so different than wearing MMA gloves when you're striking bare knuckle.
Very true, very true. And you know one thing, he talks about having an extensive amateur background. He had a lot of amateur fights, and in a way, to me, amateur boxing might be a little bit more effective than pro boxing. In and out, more worried about punches, more similar to bare knuckle as well as pro boxing.
Martial arts, one is a pro boxer. Our fighter, maybe that has big. Boxing. Pro boxing. Showcasing his bout. I want to take small steps back. I can't rush more composed fighter.
That's usually the case. Whoever's going to be the most composed, who's going to have the most skills in there, is able to hit and not get hit. That's easier said than done. The more relaxed you are out there, the easier it's going to be.
In the middleweight division, Zach Drusilla versus Fred Pierce. Time now for the numbers with our tale of the tape. The rules of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. All bouts tonight's sanctioned by the Florida Athletic Commission, headed by the outstanding Patrick Cunningham, and all bouts are scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. 3 judges are scoring ringside on the 10-point must system, and rounds must be at least 1 inch below the knuckles, and punching in the clinch is allowed. To get our opening bout started, and indeed, our stacked BKFC8 card started, again, the outstanding champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the first fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division, and is brought to you by Octane Energy. Introducing the first fighting out of the ring corner. Tonight he wears black trim and white. His official weight, 165 pounds. As a bare knuckle fighter, he steps into the ring for the second time looking for victory number 1. Fighting out of Tallahassee, Oklahoma, here is Fred the Bare Knuckle Cowboy.
I got the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship card pulled up. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 8. Yay! Congratulations again to all my fighters. So I'm watching it on my screen. So you guys will, hey, look. Juicola. So Fred and Zach are about to fight. Fred Pierce and Zach Juicola. 2 prelim fights that are free on Fight TV that you can watch right now. Three down fights that are free on Fight TV that you can watch right now. It's a $29.99 pay-per-view that is so well worth it. Once you buy it, you can watch these fights as many times. Any one of the fights that you buy, once you buy it on Fight TV, you can rewatch it as many times as you like.
Inside to the body, closing the distance effectively, and there's the time for the break order by Phil Lindsay.
That's very good for relaxing there, but he has to remember Fred's coming to hit more. He's going to spray down the pipe sometimes.
Ooh. These two gentlemen are new to bare knuckle. So this is a great, oh, cutting with that left twice. Um, your first showing, sometimes determines if and when you'll be invited back to bare knuckle. Well, I don't know. I guess that and partially fan base. Oh, oh boy, it's just tagging him.
See Pierce cutting that right leg.
So they're looking at Mr. Pierce's eye right now, his right eye. Stitch, the cup man. He's the man in the cup world, you guys. The man that gave Sheena Star her blessings. So we're gonna see. Stitch is working on his cup right now. Your Pepsi. So like the feed on my phone is like seconds faster than my feed on the computer. Oh, Fred Pierce was like, "Oh, you thought I was gone, huh?" Uh-oh. Oh, Jack went down. Zach went down. Oh, he wobbly too. Oh, he must have clipped him right across the top of the head or something. Oh, so they're gonna keep a close eye on that. I have Mr. Pierce's. Yeah, they want to keep an eye on Mr. Pierce's eye throughout the fight. Make sure it's not taking too much damage, and you know they don't want nobody to ever lose sight in their eye or anything. So they're gonna keep close eye on that. Fred came back after having his eye checked and knocked down Zach. Wow. We got some of the best commentators at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. All right, you guys, it's going down. No, it's going down on the phone before it goes down on the computer for me. Uh-oh, Zach coming back in the second round. Oh, oh. They in there. Let's go, gentlemen. Fred and Zach. Fred land up against the ring. He said, bring it in, bro. Come on. Oh. Oh. Zach turned it on. Zach turned it on. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Fred's in a bad way right now, y'all. He laying outside the ring. He halfway in, halfway out. They putting him back in. Woo! This fight over, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is over. TKO, Mr. Zach. Yeah, he did. Oh, they got it in. Oh, excuse me. Just when you thought Mr. Joe Sola was going out, he got himself a TKO win. That's good at Bare Knuckle Fight Championship. We know who is going to be returning. We know who's going to have people with their eye on them. Mr. Zach Juice. His name is Zach Juice Gisola. Congratulations, Zach. First prelim fight, TKO. He was unloading on him. Ooh. Oh, man. Them last few shots was terrible. Ooh, boy. He put the sting. Oh, he was gut punching him and everything. He went to that body on him. Wow. Congratulations, Zach. You go, boy. You go. That's what I'm saying. You never know what's going to happen. They were going back and forth. And shoot, Fred, he got his eye checked in the first round, came back, got a knockdown at the end of the first round. And look what happened, turned around in the second round. Life of fighters. Much respect, love, and sportsmanship. Always. Always. Great job. There's our guy, Jeff Houston, our ring announcer that was with Miss Nikki. What? Yesterday, a couple days ago? Yes, he was with Miss Nikki. He was on his way to Tampa to get ready for this event. And me and him talked about this event. He even took us to the bathroom with him, y'all. Look at Jeff. Always sharp. That guy, he can he can slice bread, man. He's always sharp. His first win, Zach's first win. But at the end of the day, every person that steps in that square ring, whether they step out a winner, a loser, or it was a draw, is a competitor, is a warrior, and have to have love and respect for them. Absolutely. That was a great fight, Mr. Pierce. Thank you so much. And this guy right here, his coach, I want to say his name is Jomo. Um, he is a coach to many in the sport on the MMA side and on, as a matter of fact, he was in yeah, he is a coach. He's the coach to Lady Christine Misfit Ferreira, our former women's champion, who is looking to have that rematch with Helen Peralta, which is going to be a stinging fight, man. That's going to be great. We get to see them two ladies dusted up again. That'll be awesome. A lot of people definitely feel like Christine is going to, reclaim her belt, the belts, if her and Helen rematch. But we got to see what happens because, as a matter of fact, we had a girl fight that fell off this card that I spoke about a few days ago. What is her name? Martha Kroll versus Katie Cutler. One of the ladies had an injury. Oh, here comes my guy Brian Maxwell from Virginia. Let's go catch these hands. Hashtag catch these hands. Look at those Savage City stars from Virginia. Let's get it. Yee! Oh my God, I'm so excited for this young man. I am super excited for him. Man, we go back like spinal cords and car seats, as Hustle Man would say. What's up, Brian? Let's get it, baby. Yes. Man in the corner, I think that's Casey Cochran with help. Brian came to Bare Knuckle with Bruce Ambraski when he made his first appearance on Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 2, you guys. So I usually meet up with these guys when I be at Elite Warrior Challenge, where Brian is partially matchmaker, fighter down there in Roanoke, Virginia, and Bruce is proprietor of Elite Warrior Challenge. And Bruce fought Kendall Grove, and he could have got a win, but I think he had a little jitters in that first fight. If he comes back, we may see a little different Bruce. Okay, so here we go. Brian Maxwell versus Jared Warren. Yes, let's go, guys. You know what? I really like this view of the fight because, like, when you're in the event, it's so much different. There's so many moving parts all at one time. You got bare knuckle fighting championship cameras flying all over your head everywhere, and then you got people coming and going, and you got teams coming and going, and oh man, there's so much going on. Then you got fighters coming and going, family members coming and going. Lord Jesus in the morning. And like I said, most times when I'm at these fights, I don't get to see the fights. I don't get to see most of the fights. I might see a round or two of each fight, but usually after the fighters come out of the ring and they get checked by the doc and they go back and talk to bare knuckles cameras, they come out there in the audience where everybody else is at, which is usually where Miss Nikki is at. And we usually dust it up after their fights. Let's go. Oh, Brian Maxwell versus Jared Warren, y'all. It's going down. Jeff, voice. Hey, oh, he came in at 194. Okay, what's up, Brian? Yeah, that's his weight. So they in Jared's hometown. They in Mr. Warren's hometown. So he probably got a big crowd with him. Big piece of the crowd with him right now. Oh yeah, this is gonna be groovy toovy. Hashtag catch these hands. Let's get it. Let's go. I don't want to watch the feed on my phone because I want to see it on my on the computer. It's like 30. Oh, okay. It looked like Mr. Warren might have a good left hand. Like I'm watching two different. I'm watching the same feed, but I'm watching it on two different things. Nice left hand. Damn, I ain't know Brian had a chin like that. Let's go, Brian. Let's get it, baby. Yeah, you got to get him out of there, Brian. You got him. He's at home, baby. Oh, Brian got him knocked down. That's what I'm talking about. Virginia fights in the house, bitches. Oh, yes. Brian got him a knockdown in bare knuckle fight championship. So freaking proud of you, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. He's amping up the other fighters from Virginia. He's absolutely stoking the state of Virginia right now. Virginia's probably about to come out his skin right now. Jared got him an 8 count or a 10 count. I think it's 8. Oh. Okay, so Brian went down, but they didn't rule it a knockdown. They ruled it a slip. So thank you, Mr. Spinola. They passing. Oh! Oh, Jared returned the favor and got him a knockdown on Brian. That left hand, I told y'all. Okay, guys, let's get it. Oh, Lord. No way. Woo, saved by the bell, baby. Oh, man. Brian Maxwell got stopped. It's all right, baby. You did great, baby. You did great. It's all right. Congratulations, Mr. Warren. Congratulations. First win at BKFC. Congratulations. Everybody wants to come in there and get a stoppage. Everybody, you guys. Everybody. Nobody wants their fight to go to the distance. Everybody wants to get a stoppage. So this is what you get. This is what you get. Both guys come in there and they put it all on the line. And there you have it. The best man wins. So come on home, baby. We waiting for you. It's all good. You had a great showing at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Okay, you guys. So that's the prelims. And I believe the pay-per-view starts. Oh, that left hand. He obviously seen. He obviously seen that very early with Brian and very much so capitalized on it, which was what he was supposed to do as a fighter, you know. And like I said, nobody wants their fight to go to the distance. Everybody wants to get a TKO or a KO. They want to get their opponent out of there quickly because they know the quicker they get their opponent out of there at BKFC is the higher their value is at returning and how quickly they return, especially if they don't get much damage in their fight. So, you know, we may not see Mr. Jared on this upcoming card at 9, but we may see him on 10. Yes. 194, 195. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, we get one more prelim. We get one more, y'all. We get one more free fight. Thank you, Bare Knuckle. I love it. Yes. And always, always great sportsmanship from both men. Win, lose, or draw. Yes. I'm very proud of Brian because he showed up. He gave the best showing that he could give in that moment. Hey, he went out on his sword. So, oh, that's a KO win. Okay. Yes, they both dropped each other in this fight, but Mr. Warren got. Oh man, I really thought that Brian was saved by the bell with that one, but no, they was counting. It was 159 of that first round. Wow. Oh, they talking to the main event right now, y'all. Gabriel Gonzaga going up against Big Antonio Bigfoot Silva. That's going to be a good fight. I decided in my. I mean, I got to take it for what it's worth, you guys. And these two gentlemen was stoked enough that they wanted to come do this, and I'm excited for them just as I am anyone else on this card. How many times we'll get to see either one of them return will be up to them. So may the best man win in that main event. But the real fire on the card is the co-main event. Mr. Allers and Mr. Lay. Hellboy versus the Beast. The bare knuckle beast, you guys. That's the one with the smoke. And even at weigh-ins yesterday, they had a little smoke. They had a little dust up, had a little pushing back and forth a little bit, you know. Add a little more to that going into the fight. I'm listening to Mr. Gonzaga, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, young man. Well, you go on get yourself all taped up and get ready for your main event fight tonight, baby. I'm in Iowa. Stop it. All right, so what fight are we going to get next on this prelim? And the fights go very fast. They have a really good setup, I believe, at Bare Knuckle. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times, that's why sometimes it's so hard for me not to talk to my fighters after they come out of their fights because they're right there in the mix with me. And Gustavo Trujillo and Rob Morrow. Let me see. What did I find out on Mr. Morrow? What did my people tell me about this young man? Yep, 20. This is the one I was saying had the massive experience, Mr. Morrow in MMA. I'm pretty sure both of them are making their debut. Rob the Destroyer Morrow. Hey, how you been? With the punches. Can't you see I come standing here, got my back against the record machine? Do you know what I mean? That's what I thought his last name was, True Hill. Whew, man. Thank you, Bare Knuckle, for giving us three uh prelim fights. Three free fights. Yes, the fans are gonna love it. They are loving it. Yes, that's what I'm saying, you guys. You go to fight.tv. You sign you go ahead and put the app on your phone or on computer, wherever. Every fight that you order through them, at least I know at Bare Knuckle, once you order that fight, you can watch it as many times as you like. As many times as you like. And you get access to the free fights that Bare Knuckle have put on. Because not every fight was a pay-per-view, or some of the ones that were pay-per-view, the earlier cards, they've turned into free viewing now. So that's a great deal. That's a great deal. And it's only $29.99 for the fight tonight, y'all. So if y'all have not ordered it, I suggest y'all order. Y'all do not want to miss this. I really, 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 really like this view of being able to see things so unobstructed up above that ring. That ring is so big and it's so high, you guys. Yes. And like I said, you see those big posts. Well, if you're watching the fight, they have some pretty big posts on that ring. And one Gustavo is 26 and Rob is 34. So they fighting at 205 light heavyweight. Oh, this is cruiserweight. My bad. I'm thinking MMA 205. And I think the way that they make the weight classes is pretty decent for the fighters. It gives them a chance to be in a fair weight class for themselves. And then some people step in last minute, like Travis, but he's fighting at his normal weight class tonight, which is 135. He's going to fight that win tonight. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to order the pay-per-view and watch it yourself. It would have been interesting to interview this young man. It would have been great. Gustavo and Rob, all of my fighters. If I'd have been there, Miss Nikki would have pulled up. Oh, I don't know if y'all see my BKFC shirt. Yeah, it's time to knuckle up, y'all. It is time to knuckle up. Oh, Trujillo just came charging across the ring. Ooh, they is throwing bombs. I told y'all, oh, he got him a knockdown on Rob already. I'm a little wobbly too, y'all. Dropping bombs. I told y'all they's gonna be dropping bombs tonight. Oh, he was like, let's get it. Oh, damn. He is not letting up off of this kid. Oh, he knocked him out, y'all. Ooh, Gustavo knocked him out. Ooh, that was ugly. Oh my God. I hope this kid is okay. Woo! I'm telling y'all, nobody wants the fight to go the distance. Everybody is looking for a freaking knockout. TKO. However they can get it, they want you out of there. Quick. Oh Lord. And when he went down after being hit, his head bounced off the canvas. They're taking their time, getting him up. The ring doctor, everybody's in there with him, looking after Mr. Morrow, of course. And Mr. Gust- Gust- Gustavo is celebrating his win. These three preliminary fights, you guys, guaranteed you will see all three of these gentlemen back. All three of them. But that's what I'm saying. It could happen to either one of them. It could have very easily been the shoe on the other foot. But like I said, Gustavo came up. He charged across that ring and was like, let's get it. Oh, I told y'all, when that bell rings, you got to be ready to throw that first punch. It's usually that first punch that startle your opponent to the point where it take them. That's the time you got to jump on him and stay on him. And he got on him and stayed on him, you guys. And he stunned him, got back up, continued to fight, and looked like he might have got. Ooh. Oh, it was a straight right, y'all. Damn. But guess what, you guys? The fight's over. He's taking the damage he's going to take. They're going to make sure he's okay. He'll be back home tomorrow, and he'll be a little banged up, but he will be all right. He will be all right. All three of the first three men, they got banged up a little bit, but they're going to make sure they're all right, and they're going to go home and still be in one piece with minimal damage. Congratulations, Gustavo. Congratulations, Gustavo. You the man. You the man. You, Jared, Zach, prelim fights. Awesome. I'm telling you guys, don't let me find out one of y'all gonna still fight it at night. Oh my God. All three preliminary fights have just been off the chain. I cannot ask for any more. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Nothing but love and respect. And look, that house is packed in that piece tonight. I'm telling you, that place is nice. The Tampa State Fairgrounds, that's a nice little venue. The food in there is it smelled good because I never ate. I very rarely eat at the events. But last time Bare Knuckle set us up with set the media up with a little snack table, and we had some luncheons and some cheeses and some crackers and some sandwiches and some cookies. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Thank you, Bare Knuckles. I could imagine that they did it this time too. Yep, with some sodas, and yeah, they fed us. That was nice of them. Yes, the main event. Yes, but I keep telling y'all this co-main event is the crux of this daggone card. Okay, they talking to Bigfoot Silver right now. Chris Wheat, I think his name is. our bare knuckle interviewer there. You got to be quick on the draw with this young man because after your fight, you got to get right up there with him and talk. So he's doing many different things too while the fight's going on. I wonder sometimes how he see the damn fights. Antonio has aged very well. He looks good. He looks real good. I guess that time off really did him some good because he told I forgot whose article I was reading earlier this evening, but he was saying that it might have been bare knuckle. I just can't remember. But he said he was out due to a knee injury, I believe, for 2 years, and him having to take that time to rehab gave his body a chance to heal and become a little bit stronger. And he feels like, oh, excuse me, he feels like his chin is a little bit strong, is way stronger. So it's gonna get tested tonight. And he's not concerned. These guys are in here to have fun, make a little money, get a little notoriety on their names, and ain't nothing wrong with that, you guys. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You never know how the bouts are going to end. I know how people want them to end, but you just don't know. And every man has that 50% chance of winning once you guys cross that the ropes into the ring.
From jiu-jitsu, come from jiu-jitsu, but now it's a lot different because of boxing rules. And he's a good guy, I respect him so much. But inside the ring, I respect him more and after. But inside the ring, I want to do my best. I fight for my fans, for my family, and for me. And I'm going to do my best.
We know that both you and Gonzaga can knock somebody's head off. How do you see this fight ending for you?
I told you. He just said he wants to finish his fight. He don't want to go to 5 rounds. Nobody ever does. Some fights do, but that's not the intention sometimes. And sometimes you get in there and you feel your opponent's power and he feels your power, and then it becomes the line of respect is drawn there, and then people start to pick their shots, and sometimes it does go to decision. But for the most part, everybody that step in that square ring is looking to get a knockout or a TKO finish.
Bigfoot is back. Thank you so much for the time, Bigfoot Silva.
Go get ready for your fight.
Let's take a look at a closer look at the main event.
So I believe probably in 30 minutes. I believe my guy Reggie Barnett Jr. is there at this event. He's sitting ringside to watch the 135 division unfold. David Feldman is like, oh, okay. I don't know. And David Feldman goes live too from time to time. Dang. Yep, debuts. So we're gonna recap a little bit. the prelims. So our guy, oh, so it looks like Rick, yeah, Rick and that has made it on. They're going to be part of this pay-per-view part. But our first guy up from Virginia, oh, that was nasty. That's what I'm talking about. So the first prelim fight was Zach Juice. Zach Juice Solo versus Fred Pierce. Both of them got a knockdown in that first round, and then Fred returned into the second round with him. Well, did they both get? I believe one got a knockdown in the first round, one got a knockdown in the second round, and then Zach knocked Fred out. Jarrett versus Brian Maxwell. That fight ended in the first round, the last second of the first round by KO to Mr. Jarrett Warren. Got the KO win over Brian Maxwell, my guy. Rob Morrow versus Gustavo. Gustavo got him a KO win too. What's up, David? Yes, 3 finishes. Look at David over there smiling. He got him a nice little smile on his face. He's proud of his fighters tonight. Yes.
And then we work our way up to the main event. 2 former UFC title contenders, of course, Big Mark Silva and Gabriel Gonzaga. This promotion continues to sign incredible fighters, both past and present, big name fighters. I'm not going to steal your thunder. Tell some of the folks who you recently signed.
Okay, let's go.
Signed Hector Lombard, one of the best.
Hector got signed. Hector Lombard got signed. Yeah, he is.
We signed former world boxing champion Demarcus Chop Chop Corley.
Demarcus Corley, Chop Chop, got signed.
They're getting, like superficial injuries, Ron, but they're not getting the deep down injuries. They're not getting the head trauma. They're not getting the toll that it's taken on the full body. So I think some of these
most times after the fights, they the guys who do like to have a little beer or two, they go get them a damn beer and come watch everybody else fight, whether they won or lost. And if they don't have to be taken to the hospital, then we may have had I think they may have had only 3 fighters have to go to the hospital. And that would have been Arnold and Jason. And there was one other fight that was pretty crazy. And one person had to go to the hospital. But there's not a whole bunch of people having to go to the hospital, after their fights. And a lot of them are walking around with ice on their hands. And sometimes ice on their face, but for the most part, they can still walk around there and have a good time and watch the rest of the fights with the rest of the public that comes out to support them. And that's a great thing. Where else do you get that at the events? Like, you don't get to see this happening at the other events where the fighters come out after they have fought and get to mill around and come be with their fans and take pictures and sign autographs and stuff like that, and just stand around the event and enjoy the other fighters and warriors on the card. There's a lot of special little nuances that's great with this bare knuckle organization, and I think that keeps my fighters humble also, being able to, you know, after they take care of their business, being able to come out there and mill around the crowd like they just a normal person. You know what I'm saying? And I think that kind of keeps them humble. And guess what? The fans are very respectful and they still show love and support whether that fighter has won, lost, or it was a draw. And they still happy to see their fighter and they still want to get a picture with their fighter. So our fans at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship are great too. Absolutely. Very supportive and great. And even the one situation they had where dust up broke out at the Jason Knight Artem Lobov fight. I had a run in with that gentleman earlier in that evening, and he was already intoxicated. So I don't know whether when he got to the event, he was already on level 3, but that young man was trying to enjoy himself, but he was a little inebriated and got himself in some trouble, started a fight, and you know, the proper authorities got involved and the fight was quickly broken up and nobody was hurt and they got that situation on lock very quickly. And we hadn't had an incident before then and we haven't had one since then at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And like I said, even when the fan base, you can tell there's places in the arena where each fighter's fan base is, whether it's their family and their friends or just really, really fans that have been following them and really like them. It doesn't matter. Everybody has their fan base and everybody's fan base kind of respect each other. So that's great. So we got Slick Rick Caruso against that win. Slick Rick Caruso is another one of my Virginia fighters.
Final question is, I think back to that fight with Lobov and Knight, and it reminded me of the.
They're gonna bring back Lobov and Knight too on Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 9 next month, and my dude Reggie Easy Barnett Jr. returns. He's the guy that kicked it off at the 135 division for that whole 135 division. Him and Johnny met each other. They agreed that they were probably going to meet in the championship bout, and they did. And Johnny got the best of Reggie, and he won that fight. And he's the 135 king right now. But every fight that both gentlemen had was very hard. And I'm telling you, everybody that Johnny dusted, this is so weird. Everybody that Johnny had to dust to get to that belt wants a rematch, including our guy Reggie. He wants that belt. Now, whether Johnny will still hold that belt when he get back to that place of getting it, we don't know. But at the end of the day, it's not going to matter to Reggie. He's still going to get that belt. He's going back. He's on his road to redemption to get that Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship lightweight belt. That's always been his goal from day one. Day one. That's his legacy. He want to seal his legacy with that belt. So we're gonna watch him on his road to redemption. There's Nikki right there beside him, gonna follow. You know, I can talk to him almost anytime I need to and find out where he's at mentally and physically and all those good things, you know. Right now, keeping it low key because he's on his road to redemption. So we can't show y'all everything, can't let you know everything he's doing. But trust and know you're gonna get some good stuff when he come back next month. It's gonna be a great fight, and we don't even know who his opponent's gonna be yet. At least I don't. That and Travis that moves up under the co-main event. Abdel. Oh, what did I say? That and Rick was fighting. I apologize, y'all. Rick and Abdel, the Nightmare, is fighting. I don't know why I crossed those two up because that opponent was Matt, and Matt had to pull out because of an injury. And so they put in Travis to fight that. I apologize, you guys. Travis the Animal Thompson is going to be fighting that win. He's stepping in on 4 days' notice for Matt Murphy. And Abdel, the Nightmare Velasquez, is going to be fighting Slick Rick Caruso. I apologize. I don't know why I missed. My wires was crossed up, but that's how that's gonna go. So that's a lightweight belt, 135. That and Travis, 135. Jim and Julian, a super welterweight bout, and Antonio and Gabriel's is a heavyweight bout. So Abdel is is one of the ones that Johnny went through to get to that belt. I believe Rusty Crowder is too. And let me see. I know that Reggie fought Travis. He fought Clay. And then he fought who was his third? I forget. I forget. I apologize, baby, whoever you are right now. I can't think of it in my mind. But he had three great fights, and then he fought who was his name? Because him and Abdel had not met. So Reggie Pena versus Lorenzo Hunt is a cruiserweight bout. Joey Angelo versus Walter Burriers. I told y'all that Walter Burriers, you got to watch out for him. Super middleweight bout. Delaney Owen versus Sheena Puma Star. Delaney Little Scrappy Owen versus Sheena Puma Star. Super flyweight belt. That's 115. David Mundo versus Ronnie Forney. Like heavyweight bout. That's at 205. I didn't know Mr. Forney was from here in Iowa. So I don't know what parts of Iowa he's from, but he's from I'm in his hometown right now, Iowa. So Mr. Reggie Pena and Lorenzo Hunt, they had some smoke going into this bout. So that's another one that you might want to look for some bombs being dropped in that fight. Every fight is going to be bombs being dropped, even that female fight. I thought that they might try. I thought, you guys, I thought that possibly they may be able to sneak Christine in there to fight the young lady that her opponent fell off for the card for tonight between Katie and Martha. Because I know she always comes prepared and ready, so she's there at bare knuckle. I'm pretty sure she came on close to her weight as she could be. You know what I'm saying? In case she was called, so I guess it wasn't possible to make it happen on this card. I know Mr. Feldman wasn't looking forward to that fight falling off, and it would have been great if we had got a surprise showing from Christine tonight against a new up and coming young lady. So that's not going to happen as far as I know. But Sheena Puma Star and Delaney Little Scrappy Owens is going to put in that work for the ladies division tonight. They're going to be the only, and as I previously reported, the only women's fight on the card. Excuse me, until they put Martha and Katie's card fight on the card.
I'm Ron Crook. We'll see you on the pay-per-view. But before we do that, let's take one last walk down the road to the BKFC number 8.
Okay, let's take that walk, buddy. So, yeah, there you have it. The prelims are over. If you have not gone if you haven't gone to Fight TV and I don't know what that is. Gone to Fight TV and ordered the BKFC 8 card, you might want to go do that right now. Yep, you got. Oh yeah, tonight is Spartacus Fight League down there in Norfolk, Virginia. Their card is tonight. A lot of my fighters are fighting on there. I know Kane Thomason Jr. will be the main event on that card. I believe it probably is a title fight. I believe so. Yep, the interim title. And his brother, Zion Z-Man Thomason will be on that card tonight. But like I said, if you can find both cards, the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship and the Spartan Fight card on the daggone
We need to learn how to fight, to learn how to defend ourselves in the street. I did a lot of grappling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's I'm a black
yeah, they're good.
has been doing boxing since
Too funny,
around
y'all.
20 years of boxing skills. And
Yeah, y'all can go up there and get both of those fights. And I think the Spartacus fight, I'm not really sure how much that is. I'd be surprised if it's $30. It may be something like 15 and maybe even 20. I'd be surprised if it's 30, but not really, because as a matter of fact, Spartacus is a nice event to watch. They have some great fighters from Virginia, North Carolina, that come in and fight on that card. Some of my best teams fight on that amateur promotion. Although last year, the top of this year, they had a pro am card, and the top of this coming year in January, this coming January, they'll have another pro am card. Their first pro am card ever. The headliner, the main event was my guy Brandon the Janitor Pennington versus Mitch Smashing Frog Aguilar, which, oh man, that was a war between them two young men. War. They're both professional MMA fighters. And that was a war. And all the way till the end, the last few seconds of the fight, Brandon was winning the fight, and he got caught by one of Mitch's big ass hands. So, you know, that's what happens, you guys. You just never know. I don't know what this is I'm looking at. It's like this. I don't know what this is. This is some kind of chat of something going on over here. This is weird. So I believe, let me see if they'll show me. Okay, so we didn't see the first fight on the pay-per-view will be Ronnie Forney versus David Mundell. Let me see. What did I have? What had I found out about those two gentlemen? Miss Nikki cannot see y'all. Mundell. This is his debut. His box record shows 0-1. That's at least what it told me. And I'm trying to see if he had. And Ronnie's MMA record showed me he was 3-1-0. So I don't know. We'll see once they start announcing the information. Because, like I said, sometimes you don't get their true records on BoxRec and Tapology. So sometimes you just have to. You get the actual factuals when they are introduced coming into their fight. So then you have Sheena Puma Star and Delaney Dole Scrappy Owen after Mr. Mundell and Mr. Forney. And then you have Joey Angelo and Walber Brito Barrows. And then you have Reggie Pena and Lorenzo Hunt. I cannot believe that Rick has moved up to the number 8 spot. Man, Abdel has given him a real great chance to have a great look at bare knuckle. And that's because of where Abdel is in the 135 division. He's been one of the guys that's been, he was one of the guys that was in the tournament for the lightweight belt. And, I think he's 2-1 at bare knuckle. And his only loss is to Johnny. Matt's only loss Matt's one loss. Matt Murphy, his one loss is to Johnny. Um, I want to say, oh, Rusty is the third person that Reggie fought. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I believe Rusty fought both of them gentlemen, Reggie and Johnny. I may be mistaken. I don't know. Do you see how much information Miss Nikki has to keep up? This is a lot of information for one person to keep up with. And I try my best. Even when I'm at the show, sometimes I can't. So, but it's all fun. I love it. It's exciting. And if you blink, you might miss it. You just might miss it. And then so Abdel and Rick Caruso, one of my fighters again from Virginia. They'll be fighting in the number 8 slot tonight. And then that win and Travis Thompson, who is a returning fighter. Travis has fought Reggie. He went to Cancun, where he got himself a knockout, and then he came back. And who did he fight? Oh, I think he fought Abdel. I think Abdel beat Travis. Okay. And Travis Thompson, Animal Thompson. Hi. Um, is going to be facing that win who comes from the professional boxing world who this kid has crushed some dreams along his road to stardom. And those two are going to dust it up at the 135, the lightweight division. And then you got Jim Allers and Julian Lane. See, they got him listed up here as Night Train, but then when you're watching it, it says Hellboy. So you got Hellboy versus the Beast. That's the real main event of this card. And then the main event is Gabriel Gonzaga versus Bigfoot, Antonio Bigfoot Silva. So, like I said, good luck to all my competitors that's competing tonight. FNC is happening tonight. That's Fight Night Challenge. That's another one of the Pro-Am events that a lot of my fighters from Virginia are making their debut. So I should have a lot of information and interesting results coming out in the next couple days to me. So I would say probably by tomorrow morning, afternoon, win, lose, or draw, everybody will have something out on social media saying how their bouts went. So, and some people want to talk to Miss Nikki and get some post-fight interviews. There's a lot of people that said they would talk to me post-fight interview. We'll see. You know how that is. People do what they do. And I understand, and I ain't never mad at nobody, you know. Sometimes you got to absorb, you know, what you just went through. And for me, I don't mind if I have to wait a little while, because as you see, it took me like almost 2 months to talk to Helen. It was after her fight, but you can still see that live energy she had from that fight with Christine. And what you could see is what we should expect from her moving forward. So, yeah, that's real. And that's all I expect. You know, I'm going to be real with you guys. And that's all I expect from you guys and girls when y'all talk to me. It's going down in Combat Sports Town tonight. And the UFC card was off the chain last night. It's just been a lot going on. Y'all been doing your thing all weekend. Let's go, y'all. So it's saying that the card is starting in 2 minutes. I'm wondering if this is some type of chat amongst the fighters Oh boy. I don't know what this conversation is that's on my screen. It it's weird and I don't know where it's coming from. But it's connected right up here to this bare knuckle. See chat about the event. Okay. Big dick that. Sit back and watch me work then. So I'm thinking that these are some of the fighters that's on this chat and they're going back and forth and talking stuff and oh man, I'll be back in a minute, y'all. Yes, because this is gonna go by fast. Ooh boy. I am back, y'all. I know y'all was like, when is Nikki? So I had to make sure my feet was still on. So here we are to the main card, you guys. And y'all see how fast those 3 preliminary fights went. Excuse me. You already know it went down, and it went down fast with those. So as I warned you guys, everybody is looking for the knockout when it comes to being on this card. Oh, excuse me. When it comes to being on bare knuckle, nobody wants to take that fight to the distance. Some of them go the distance, but others, you know, people are really looking for the knockout or the TKO win in these bare knuckle fighting championship fights. So, with that being said, we're going to see what's really good. So, our first fight should be Mr. Forney and Mr. Mundell. Chris Lido, what's up, my man? And Sean Wheelock, that's his name. Sean, I don't know why I call him Mr. Wheelock. I can't never remember his name. Such a gentleman. Then you got Chris Lytle. He's in the house. Let's go, Chris. And Mr. Lytle has a very key eye. He is not only a bare knuckle fighter, but he comes from MMA. And he be speaking life into some of these fights sometimes. And he calls these fights sometimes down to the dime.
Besides that, I mean, just fight everybody in the division. Gabriel Gonzalez was looking at 22 fights in the UFC. That's highly impressive as well. One thing I didn't know about it, Ty is second for the most finishes in UFC heavyweight division. That is so impressive right there. He's finished that many people in that division. 8 fights in total tonight, live worldwide on pay-per-view for Tampa, Florida. It is an absolute
8 fights we get.
Championship 8 card. Again, we culminate with that main fight. UFC veterans, highly accomplished MMA heavyweights, Antonio Silva versus Gabriel Gonzalez.
And some of my fighters was calling out Mr. Lytle too in some of my interviews moving forward in their bare knuckle career. Now, it's not to say that anybody that lost tonight will not come back. I'm not saying that, but it's more likely you'll see the winners of these fights come back in quick succession.
Bare knuckle sport, so he's always inside fighting in the pocket. I can't wait to see how that fight plays out. The cruiserweight division, 2 fighters who genuinely and strongly dislike each other. Reggie Pena and Lorenzo Hunt. In the super middleweight division, Joey Angelo versus the Brazilian Wilbur Barros. Women's super flyweight, Victor veteran Delaney Owen versus Sheena Starr. And we will open in the cruiserweight. Okay, so Delaney Owen comes to us from Invicta, you guys. So she's got some experience, and her striking can't be too bad if she's coming from Invicta. And Sheena Puma Star is returning. She has a 1-0 record at bare knuckle. She is the first. She had the first flyweight fight at bare knuckle and got the first win in the flyweight division at bare knuckle fighting championship. So congratulations to her and good luck to her tonight. Good luck to everybody tonight. That's my guy. There he is, y'all. Jeff Houston, the voice heard around the world. If y'all didn't check out our interview pre-fight, y'all go check it out after the fight. And he always give us some nuggets and some good information about what might be happening on the card
right now and what might be happening in the near future on bare knuckle. He's always a good source for Miss Nikki and Fight Heads MMA. Funny. And guess what? The people at bare knuckle, the fans, y'all see them? That whole place is filled. They are very attentive. Usually once the fights start, you don't see no whole bunch of movement around within the crowd. They be right there just watching everything. They don't want to miss anything. They're very in tune with what's going on. Okay. Let's go, Mr. Forney from Iowa. He's in the red corner. A lot of fighters say that coming in the bare knuckle, they're willing to take a shot, to give a shot until that shot is given. Okay, Mr. David Mondell. Oh, I'm liking his hat. What's up, David? I like that hat. He's got a little experience coming in, too. I told y'all one boxing fight. Oh, boy, this is going to be a good one. And you never know which fight is going to end up stealing the shine from all the other fights. Even when the other fights are great, you never know which fight is going to just take over the whole card. At times I'm inside those barriers right there on ringside, and at times I'm right outside the barriers at ringside. But I have to give all my thanks to my guy Reggie Easy Barnett, Team Barnett 757 Boxing Club and Fitness down there in Chesapeake, Virginia, because it's because of that young man that I am even here right now with you guys, even talking about Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I've been to every card he's been on, and even the one that he was supposed to fight, it didn't get to fight. He's good.
Three judges score in ringside on the 10-point must system, and refs must be at least 1 inch below the knuckles.
Yes. So all bout scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. 3 judges scoring. I think it's an 8 count when they get knocked down. And Reggie will be making his next appearance and his return to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship since his championship fight with Johnny Bedford next month on the 16th of November. Otama, Iowa. And you just never know. You can't never judge a book by its cover when it comes to these fighters either. And it's always interesting to see the ones that are debuting, like these two. So this young man, Mr. David Mundell, is a... Oh, Mundell has been with Bare Knuckle before. He was on one of the earlier cards, I believe. He's from Clearwater, Florida, so he's a hometown young man tonight. He's fighting right close to home, so he's got a big crowd there with him. Wayne Spinola. So Mr. Clancy is going to be our referee for this match. They toeing the line. Oh, woo! Oh man, they dropping bombs. I told y'all it's gonna be bomb dropping tonight. Oh, yeah. Ronnie, good with that left hand though. And y'all know at bare knuckle they can fight in the clinch. And it's important to have some head movement too when you fight in bare knuckle. Because like I said, at any time your opponent can hit you and open you up. And depending on how bad that opening and where it is, they can stop that fight right there. And then that gives your opponent the automatic W, TKO. They is dropping bombs. Mr. Forney and Mr. Mundle is dropping bombs on each other. Oh, Mr. Mundle got the knockdown on Mr. Forney. Woo, Ronnie is staggering a little bit, y'all. All right, he took his 8 count, y'all. He's following his ref's directions. He's good to go. He's back up. Oh, Mundle jumped all over him immediately. Oh, they dropping bombs on each other. Mundle and backed him up to the ropes. Got Forney on the ropes. Forney said, "Get off me, bro. Let's get it." Oh. I don't know, Mr. Forney look a little winded, just a little bit. That's what I'm saying. When you get to taking them punches, that take the wind out of you quick, man, especially at bare knuckle. Oh, dropping bombs. Are they gonna make it out of this first round? Forney is taking some punches, y'all, from Mundle. He is really taking some punches, you guys. Oh. Woo, he made it out the first round. Go, Ronnie. You go, boy. And Mr. Mundle, he walked away very confident at the bell, at the end bell of round number 1. You never know who you gonna meet coming into round number 2 with your opponent. So we're gonna see if Mr. Forney can recover in this minute, see how much he can recover, and see where his wits are when he goes back into round 2, when he toes the line for round 2, you guys. We're gonna see. They was just dropping bombs, y'all. It wasn't no technique to it. They was just, he was hitting him with the uppercuts. He hit him, that left hand, Mr. Mundle. Jeez. Oh. He knocked Ronnie down with a left hand, y'all, in that first round. Oh, Mr. Mundle. He was dropping them bombs, and Ronnie was doing the best he could to drop them back. Everybody was kung fu fighting. What's up, Mort Goldsmith? Goldsmith was lightning. Whoa. I think we may have. Is he coming out of his corner? He's being checked. Forney's being checked by the physician. Okay, he coming out. He gonna toe the line. He gonna toe the line for round 2. Let's go, Ronnie. Let's go, Mr. Mundle. Okay, round 2 is in effect, you guys. Bombs being dropped. Oh, woo! That kid, Mr. Forney, got a chin on him. Oh, that's what I said. You never know. He's getting some licks in now, Mr. Mundle. Let's go. Yes. Ronnie got a chin on him. You go, boy. Al was strong. Let's go. He taking some bombs from Mr. Mundle. And he's standing there. And everybody's feeling like they real comfortable leaning up against the ring, you guys. Some of the fighters are electing to go ahead and lean up against the ring because it doesn't have any give, so they can lean up on it and still be up. Straight up. Okay. Oh, okay. Ronnie Fournier is down again, you guys. He's taking his count. It's over. It's over. It's over. Round two. 51 seconds left in the round. Okay. Mr. Mundell is 2-0. BKFC. You go, Mr. Mundell. Congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen, for such a great fight. That was an awesome, awesome fight. Those two were really going at it. Really going at it. Ronnie gave it his all, man. Alba ought to be proud of this man. And Clear Lake, Florida ought to be proud of Mr. Mundell. Yes. Congratulations, guys. They could see they got their superficial cuts, you guys. But guess what? They're going to be able to go see the doc in the back. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they don't need no stitches. Get them right. Do their little post-fight interview. They'll be out there in 10, 15 minutes with the crowd, watching everybody else fight, watching the rest of the crowd. That's a good thing. Stitch, the cut man in the house, the best in the business. Let's get it. Damn. Ooh. Oh. Mr. Mundell just came with oh, you can see David. He tried to keep his hand below the ring, waving it off. Yeah, he could see that. He was right there sitting watching. Damn. So I guess this might be a TKO win. Yeah, he just dropped bombs on him, and Ronnie just couldn't get around that flurry of bombs being dropped on him. But you can see where Mr. Forney had got up in him. He got up in Mr. Mundell. He got cuts under both his eyes. Both men, warriors. Congratulations for coming in the bare knuckle and having such a good look, Mr. Forney. And thank you, Mr. Mundell. TKO finished. Hey, look at the young man that was fighting earlier, Mr. Gustavo. Got himself a knockout. Yes, in the corner with Mr. Mundell. And Mr. Mundell just picked his shots and opened him up. And he received his bare knuckle medal, you guys. Ringside beer in the house, y'all. Ringside beer in the house. Ringside beer. One of I think it was Jim Allers and his wife was talking about the ringside beer. His wife was frying some shrimp and she needed some beer for her mix and for the batter mix. Hey, what's up, Angelo? Oh, that's Wahlberg. And that's Joey. Okay. Joey Angelo versus Wahlberg Barrios coming up. Mr. Barrios, he had his first showing on 6, I believe, and I was up there in the media section, and a young lady had just came up and sat down, and I'm very chatty, so I'll talk to anybody, and most times people will start talking to me, and come to find out she was a student of Mr. Barrios, and she was very nervous for his first bare knuckle fight, but I think he did wonderful. I think his fight ended in a draw. So I'm imagining this young lady is probably back again tonight somewhere in the crowd supporting her sensei. He took a little bit of Jim Maller's walk out. Instead of walking out, he ran out. Those are some interesting fight shoes he got on. Them Nikes, oh, nice looking. Hopefully he'll stay standing straight up in them while he's in that ring. Yeah, he did fight Mr. Joe Riggs, I believe, in his first fight, Mr. Walbert. Okay, here comes Mr. Angelo. Oh, he's an Irishman. Let's go, Mr. Irishman. Joey, Cinderella MMA, Cinderella Man, Angelo. Jomo again out there. I believe his name is Jomo. But this coach that's coming out with Joey is he coaches he walks with Christine. He's her coach. He's some MMA coaches. He coaches some MMA fighters. I've seen him the last few months. He's been doing a lot of work here with these fighters here in the last couple years since I've known him from bare knuckle. And I'm pretty sure he didn't just appear on the scene. So he's been working hard behind the scenes with these fighters for some years, and so now he gets to see his fighters' fight careers, have a big boost and come to fruition everything that they've been working hard for. And I think he's a good coach. He's very nice in person too. Very nice. Very to me, he's soft spoken. Very nice. Okay. Joey's 30, Wahlberg's 34. Joey's 5'10, Wahlberg's 6 foot. They fighting at 185 apparently, but they only come in at 184 and 183.
First fighting out of the ring corner. Tonight he wears blue, trimmed in white. His signature weight, 183.2 pounds. He steps into the square circle for the second time as a bare knuckle fighter. Fighting out of Tampa, Florida, by way of Rio de Janeiro.
So Wahlberg is home in Tampa, Florida. So I know he's got a big following inside that event right now. He probably got a whole section to himself. Joey fighting out of the blue corner.
Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Brooklyn, New York.
So Joey Angelo is coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada via Brooklyn, New York. So he's hey, what's up, Joey? New York in the house. Okay, you guys, they're towing the line. Oh, so something happened at the weigh-ins with these two, and there wasn't no animosity till the weigh-ins, and something happened at the weigh-ins, and now there's animosity. So let's hope that neither fighter lets that anger override their plan in this fight. Okay, so they done told the line, the bell done rung. Let's get it. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Barrows has upped his game a little bit since his first fight. He got to get in there, dusted up with a very great fighter in Mr. Joe Riggs. He's always a very formidable opponent at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. He's so damn tough to me, man. He looks tough. He comes in there and gives anybody he fights with a nice look. And either you going in and you gonna win against him, or you going in and you gonna lose against him. It looked like Mr. Barrios is doing a little stalking, but nice little charge come from Mr. Angelo. Ugh. Mr. Barros is trying to pick his shots. He's not rushing it up. Look, look, look. That's what I'm saying. When they come from MMA, sometimes it's hard for them when going into the clinch to not try to be in the motion of a takedown. But they can clinch. Oh, they dropping bombs. Okay. Mario survived that, and so did Angelo. Ooh, he hit him one good time, slid him back. Joey hit Mr. Barrios, slid him back. But Barrios is still controlling the ring, and he's stalking his opponent. He's making Joey go backwards. I believe that this is a filling out round for the two of them. And I think we're going to get to see what's really good coming in round two. Like I said, Mr. Barrios, I believe him and Joe Riggs went to a decision, and I believe it was a draw for those two. I might have to go back and check my records. Okay, so Mr. Angelo got a nice little nick under his right eye. And Mr. Barrios got a nice little nick across the bridge of his nose. And a nice little nick under his left eye. Ooh. When Joey throws his punches, he is throwing from the heels, you guys. And he likes to be in close. He likes that. Joey likes to get up in the middle with you. Okay, they toeing the line, belled and rung. Round two. Angelo versus Barrios. They calling him Bajos. I'm sorry. I'm calling him Barrios. Bajos. So both of them seem to be a little more active in round two. They did a little filling out in the first round. I think they felt a little bit of power from each other, and I need Barrios not I need Walber not to duck his head when he's coming in. He get caught across the top of his head. It could be the end of the fight for him. Okay, Joey using his jab to get in there, but he didn't follow it up with anything. So they spending a lot of time trying to parry each other's punches. Oh, nice little uppercut from Joey. Oh, Joey seemed to be nice and clean with his punches too. Walber might be looking for one big punch, but Joey is peppering him up with many little punches and keeping him from getting his one big punch off. So if he keep peppering him a little bit more, he might wear Walber down. He might need to go to that body on Mr. Bajos. Yeah, Bajos is looking for that right hand, and Joey is using his parries and his jab to set his shots up. Oh, had a little flurry right before the bell. Okay, both men seem to be upright right now. Nobody got knocked down. This is the first fight, y'all, were on this card where nobody's been knocked down in the first round and nobody's been knocked out in the first round. So, like I said, everybody wants to get a TKO or a KO, but not everybody can get that. Some of the fights do go the distance. Whether this fight's going to go the distance, we don't know until it gets there. Stitch in the house. Both men seem to be very coherent and both engaging with their corners, so nobody's been dazed or no flash knockouts or nothing in the first round. So I think we're going to see just they're going to step it up one more level in this third round. All right. They done told the line, bailed them wrong. Oh, they dropping bombs. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Oh boy, his defense in the middle is so wide open, Mr. Barros, that it's making it easy for Joey to pepper him. And Joey got some good footwork. Ooh, nice right. Joey got some good footwork too. He's making Mr. Barrios work. Oh yeah. I wonder if Mr. Barrios has an injury to his left hand because he is really not throwing it. So I'm wondering if he might have come into this fight with an injury because he's busy trying to lay that right hand out. And he's missing terribly with some of his shots that he's taking on Mr. Angelo. Oh, he wobbled Barros, hitting what I think left. And Joey's showing him some level changes too. Woo! I need Mr. Barros to. I'm wondering if he really is he using that right to set up a left. He's acting like it, but I don't know if he has the power in his left hand to get the shot he wants. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if Mr. Barros came into this fight with a hand injury already. Y'all know very well that fighters will come into a fight with some injuries just due to hard training camps and things of that nature. So we're going into round 4 with this. We didn't really see a bunch of action, but we see Mr. Angelo pepper up Mr. Barros again. Nobody's really swollen up. Got some nicks and some cuts, a little swelling under the eyes, just a little bit. But nobody's eyes is closing up on them. Nobody has a big cut on their face or nothing like that. Just some nicks right now. So I'm thinking that Joey might try to turn it up in this round, especially if he see Mr. Barros come back with the same energy he's had from round 1 to round 3. Mr. Barros is at the line. They towing the line. Okay, here we go. Round 4. All right. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Joey is using that right jab to get in. And his footwork, I think, maybe was throwing Mr. Barros off. Joey's footwork may be throwing Mr. Barros off. Because Joe Riggs is more of I think they kind of stood and traded a little bit at times in their fight. But Joey has really got the footwork going. His cardio is good too because he's not breathing heavy. He's letting Barros take some shots at him. He may be taking off a little bit of time in this round because he at this point probably doesn't really fear Mr. Barros landing a big shot on him since they have exchanged several times and Mr. Barros really hasn't been able to get that shot he's looking for. And now Joey's coming forward and he's peppering him. He's using that right hand jab to pepper to open him up. And now he's got Mr. Barros backed up on he's got Barros. Mr. Barros plan and went out the window somewhere because he's reaching now. He's lunging in a way that he probably shouldn't. That's leaving him exposed. And Mr. Barros his hands are low, so it's making it easy for Joey to pepper him. I think we had a incidental eye poke at the end of this round, but again, I give that round to Mr. Angelo because he's just been from round one all the way to round four, been peppering Mr. Barros with just little different pop shots. And I think if he had went to the body a little earlier on Mr. Barros, he might have been able to open him up a little bit more. Even though his hands are low, he would have been able to open him, giving him that level change would have opened him up a little bit more. He might have already had the knockout. Who knows? We got one more round in this fight. Just never know. So this is the last round coming up, you guys, for Barros and Angelo. Yeah. Okay, they done toed the line. Round 5 underway. Okay, that's what I said. That he's using that jab to open him up and peppering. And Joey's defense is very high. He's still high. It's round 5, and his defense, he's keeping his hands high. He's protecting himself. He's parrying shots. He's really throwing Mr. Barros off his game in this fight. I'm telling you, it was that footwork. It make all the difference sometimes because you have a lot of people that would rather just stand and sit down on their punches and trade. And then you have other fighters who like to move around because it gives them an opportunity to pick better shots and come in at angles. Oh, uh-oh. Somebody got, oh. So Mr. Barros is opened up under that left eye. Yeah, Barros might be 50 seconds left in this fight, you guys. I think this is going to go since it's going to the judges, unless one of them get a knockout in the next 40 seconds. It's going to go to the judges, and I think they're probably going to give it to Mr. Angelo. Yeah, Mr. Barros' left eye is swelling. At least it happened closer to the end of their fight, so he could continue the fight and try to win his way back in the fight. See, they can get each other around one arm in the clinch and fight in the clinch, but that other hand got to be punching. And some people are so good in the clinch, it's shameful. Fight over, went the distance. Great fight, gentlemen. Great fight. Much love and respect and sportsmanship between these two gentlemen after the fight. I'll be shocked and surprised if they do not give this fight to Mr. Angelo. And not give it to him, but score it the way it probably should be. Because he used his footwork, he used his head work, and he used his jab. 3 key things to use. And that's what I'm saying. I think Mr. Barrios. Oh! Joey got a couple nice left hands off on him too in this fight. The first fight of the night, y'all, nobody got knocked out. And nobody got knocked down. First fight of the night to go to distance. So both men are still standing. Mr. Bajos has a nice little cut under his left eye and it's swelling shut, but he still got one good eye. So he can go back there, get stitched up by the doc, go on and get him a beer, and come on out and watch the rest of the fighters fight on the card. That just sent me. All right, come on, y'all. Let's get this going. All right, they're announcing the winner now, you guys. Shit.
Scores the fight 48-47 in favor of Bajos. And Troy Winklebaugh scores about 49-46 to the winner by split decision. Joey, the Cinderella Man.
I told y'all. Split decision win by Mr. Joey Cinderella Man Angelo. Congratulations, Mr. Angelo, on your bare knuckle win. Yes, great fight, gentlemen. Great fight. Great fight. Yes. Congratulations, young man. Ringside Bear in the house. Ringside Bear in the house, y'all. Oh, back to that story with Mr. Allers and his wife, and she needed some bear to put her batter together for the shrimp that she was frying up, and they used that Ringside Bear, and she said it turned out to be the best shrimp she ever made. So there's something going on with the Ringside Bear. It's got some choppy chops up in it. So I think every fighter got a 6-pack of that bear at the last couple of ones, including this one at the last couple events. Oh, it's time for our girl Sheena Puma Star. Sheena Puma Star. Let's go. The super flyweight division against Delaney Little Scrappy Owens. Let's go, Delaney, that comes to us via Invicta. Sheena Puma Star has so much love from Miss Nikki and Fight Heads MMA. She's wonderful every time I see her and I'm in her presence. She just treats me like gold. Oh my goodness. She's a matchmaker. She's a cut woman. She's a fighter. Oh my goodness. And she's a manager. Oh, she just does any aspect of the fight world that you could think of, she's probably been a part of. And like I said, you'll see her sometimes on some of these cards being a cut woman for some of the other fighters when she's not fighting. Wanderlei Silva. Where's Wanderlei? I want to see him and Felony Charles Bennett. There's real beef with these two gentlemen. He looks good. He looks good. Wanderlei looks good. A professional MMA record of 35-14, 27 KOs. He's had an awesome career in MMA, you guys. He's done some amazing things. Just amazing fighter. Just an amazing fighter. If I'd have been there, I'd have been like, what's up with you and Felony? What's up with you and Felony? I thought we were going to have Mr. Fabricio Verdum and Mr. Wanderlei Silva I thought they were going to be a part of this card tonight fighting, but I think both men just opted out to be spectators and to come build up the show. And then we're going to build up to a fight to them. So that's awesome too. So we know it's a future great fight. They make fun of the way he speaks English, but I understand pretty much what he says when he talks. I mean, when we have fighters from so many different countries, sometimes you have to listen a little harder when they're trying to speak English. But for the most part, most of them can convey what they're trying to get across to us. Let's go. Thank you, Wanderlei Silva, for making an appearance. Thank you, for BCO Radum for making an appearance. And I believe they had like some kind of meet and greet before the event tonight, where you got to meet like Rumble. See, usually Miss Nikki is down in there in the trenches with everybody else, getting the goods. And it's hard to stay in one place because sometimes the different fights can be great at different angles in the event. So I'm able to move around in the event and go stand in different places in the event and watch the fights when I can watch them, when I'm not talking. Because once I start moving, then I'm moving through the crowd. Then I got people's families, and I got fighters, and I got coaches that I run into, and we hug and talk for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I get to ask them how they feel coming out of their fight. Here we go, Sheena Puma Star. She's one of my fighters. I can guarantee you after she get her fight on tonight, she gonna go back there, get checked out by the doc. She gonna give them her post-fight interview, and she gonna go get her a beer and get it in and watch the rest of the Warriors go to war. That's my girl, Sheena Puma Star. She's very relaxed. She's very relaxed. That's Christine Ferreira down there on the side, you guys. Our former women's champion at featherweight. Hugging and kissing Sheena Puma Star. That's Stitch the Cut Man. What is this young man's name right here? He's fought too on damn, what is his name? Is that Jason Knight? That's Jason Knight, y'all. That's Jason Knight. That is Jason Knight. He'll be on next month's card, you guys. Him and Artem Lobov will be back at it for part 2 of that showdown that they had in the beginning. Sheena's very relaxed, you guys. She's been training hard. She's been ready. She had nothing but love and respect for her opponent coming in. It's all about the business. It's all about the business. And she's our one that always has the t-shirts that light the world up with the Mike Vick is what does it say? Mike Vick is a bitch. Oh Lord, Sheena, what you doing right now, girl? Oh Lord. Why you calling Michael Vick out? Why you calling Mike Vick out? What's up, Sheena? Look at that. Look at that banner, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. She got Jason Knight, man, with the best fight on Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Oh my God, in her corner. Look at that banner. It's going down. Here comes Delaney, little Scrappy Owen. Oh, she got a purple hair in, y'all. She got a little purple hair braided in. Let's go, Delaney. It's going down, y'all. I'm telling y'all, these female fights be off the chain. They be off the chain. Most time these women fights be way more off the hook than these guy fights. And sometimes they go the distance and sometimes they don't. So I didn't even go and look up Miss Delaney at all. I didn't go watch no footage on her at all. So what I get to see of her is my first viewing of this young lady here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And so, you know, what it gives me an opportunity to do is look, just everything melts away from me and I get to see the purest form of her right now and Sheena. And then maybe if I have any questions or any thoughts about it, I can go back and watch her MMA fights and see, you know what I'm saying, if I can answer any questions I may have myself. She got her banner too. Let's go, ladies. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, you guys are great. Let's go, ladies. The only women, female fight on this card. So trust and know they gonna drop bombs. They get ready to get it in. They are getting ready to get it in. And Delaney looks very relaxed too. She looks very relaxed. And this is her first showing at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. She is like showing no fear. Sheena's 36, Delaney's 26. Sheena's 5'6", Delaney's 5'1". They came in at 118.1 and 115.5. Sheena 118 and Delaney 115. Sheena's 1-0, and this is Delaney's debut. And this lady, Sheena Puma Star, is the one who rallied for this super flyweight division. And look where it's at right now, you guys. Look where it's at right now. Having a second great Mike Vick is a bitch. She's so crazy. Tomorrow, that shirt is going to be talked about around the world, just like her first on her when she first fought. She had a shirt about Hillary Clinton. I think it said Hillary Clinton is a CUNT. Jason in the back. Nice return, young man. That's what's up. Boss Bish Beauty. Okay. Oh, she's a hometown. She's a hometown favorite too, you guys. So she's right here in her hometown. Little Scrappy. Puma. They towing the line. This card next month for 9 is gonna be way off the chain. Way off the chain. Reggie's returning. Um Jason and Artem are returning. Let's go, Sheena. Let's go, little Scrappy. Both of these ladies is getting it in. Will Sheena be able to use her range to keep Delaney back? Nope, Delaney done got up in the middle with her. She ain't playing with it. Ooh, she got some decent hair movement. Come on, ladies. No throwing down each other. I like Sheena's what happened, Sheena? What's going on, baby? You all right? Sheena took a knee. She be doing what she wants to. What is going on? So this is where up the middle for both ladies. They getting in. Sheena getting the good shit. Hey, they getting it in with that clinch. They both done dropping bombs in the clinch. Let's go. Yes, let's go, ladies. Great showing. Great showing, ladies. Thank you. Awesome fight so far. Will Sheena be able to use her length to keep Delaney at range and keep her from getting up into the middle with her? Oh, Sheena almost got a knockdown on Delaney. But Delaney got some good footwork. She kept herself. Her balance is good. Okay. Delaney is going to the body on Sheena. Oh, she got a nice left on Sheena. She's starting to pepper on Sheena now. Oh, and the height difference is like makes no matter for little Scrappy because she's coming in. She's stepping into our girl Sheena. All right, the first round is over. Yes, it was. See, Sheena kind of had this same reaction in her first fight, but when she came out in the second round, you seen a little bit of a different fighter. So it might be just one of those moments where, even though she's been there before, it takes that first round sometimes for them, especially the returners, to sometimes get their footing. And she's also got to get her range with Delaney. She's got to be able to get her footwork moving for her so she can use a jab or whatever she needs to get in there with Delaney. Yeah. Okay, they towing the line again. They in. See, that's what I'm saying now. You can see Sheena is a little more aggressive in this round, just like she was in her first fight. Here she come. Her and Delaney is exchanging. That's what I'm saying. She's got to use her footwork and she's got to use her range in order to keep Delaney back. Let's go, Sheena. Don't telegraph it, baby. Mm. Oh, she done got our girl with a couple 1-2s. And Sheena got a chin on her. Sheena got a freaking chin. And Delaney got a knockdown. And see, Sheena's a smart fighter. She knows how long she got. She know what to do. She knows how to use. Oh, it's over. They probably going to rule this one a TKO going to Delaney Owen. It's okay, baby. We still love you. That was that was great. That was great. That was a great fight between the ladies. So the win goes to Delaney Little Scrappy Owens. Sheena got knocked down. She withstood her 8 count, and then after the 8 count, she went back down again, you guys. So that be that. That was a great fight though between those two ladies. Neither one of them had any give. Sheena got a fucking chin on her. Sheena has an absolute chin on her. We will see her return. Trust and know she'll be back. But right now, Delaney is moving forward. There you go. Mm. Yeah, once she rocked her, it took a lot out of Sheena. Okay, so it's a 10 count they get. And after she beat the 10 count, she stood up, beat her 10 count. She just collapsed again afterwards. That's what I'm saying. Those punches take the wind out of you guys and girls in there. There you go. That was a great fight, though. While it lasted, it absolutely was. Thank you, ladies, for such a great fight. And guess what? Sheena gonna be right out in the crowd doing her thing. She gonna be talking shit, and we're gonna see her again. That's how it roll. That's how she roll. That's our girl. Yep. Yes. Congratulations, Delaney. Little Scrappy Owens. That's what I'm saying. They had respect coming in. Wasn't no big ish talking. Even when I did my interview with Sheena, she was very, gracious about her opponent. Oh, for whatever reason, we couldn't hear the mic from the ring. They were interviewing Delaney. Yeah. Congratulations, young lady.
I saw both of Delaney Owens fights in Kansas City, Missouri. He said I'm a different fighter from when I was in the
I'm gonna have to go check her out at MMA down there in Kansas City, Missouri.
English like we say things are stuffed and sorted, so back we go to our cross.
It's always made the best man or woman win when y'all step into the ring or the octagon. Okay, here we go.
Okay. You still got the finish. Looked like you were having a blast out there.
Oh yeah, I had a blast. I really didn't know what to expect. Never done a before, but oh my god, it was fun.
She said she had fun. Delaney said she had fun. This is her debut, y'all. If she's having fun at it, she's going to be a beast moving forward. When they have fun at what they doing, when they fighting, oh my God, that just makes them more dangerous. Congratulations, young lady. Thank you both to both ladies for such a great fight. Thank you.
And planned out with what I do, so that's what I tried to do tonight. I worked.
It worked very well. Delaney Owens, enjoy this victory.
I will. Thank you.
Congratulations, young lady. Congratulations.
The winner by way of second round TKO in impressive fashion, Delaney Owens defeats Sheer Star.
Mhm.
Rolling on this load of BKFC8.
Okay, you guys.
Glad you're with us watching the fight in the U.S., Canada, and worldwide on broadcast and pay-per-view. Still to come tonight, our co-main 155-pounders, Jim Allers versus Julian Lane.
That's gonna be a bomb dropping fight right there, Julian Allers and Jim Allers and Julian Lane. Oh, Lorenzo Hunt and Mr. Reggie Pena. Now this is another fight I've been thinking about a lot too because these two really got some smoke between them. Hopefully, I'll be able to get my post-fight interview with that young man, Mr. Hunt, with any of my fighters from Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Okay. I got a little dance routine set up for it. Look at Lorenzo. He having some fun coming out on this walkout. He's like, let's get it. I like it. I love it when y'all have fun. I love it. I love it. At the end of the day, I really do love it. I like to see y'all having fun. Y'all put so much into this. Y'all put so much. Y'all train so hard in your training camps, and y'all should have a little fun doing this. As serious as it is, you guys should have a little fun doing this. So if that means you get to dance and have a good time coming on and you walk out, let's get it. Those are moments you can't ever get back, young man. So have fun. Enjoy. And there's real smoke between him and his opponent. So Mr. Pena is going to be making his walk out here in a few seconds, you guys. Trust and know it's going to be some bombs dropped in this fight. Well, this kid has even gone up against the king at heavyweight in boxing. He's been up against Mr. Deontay Wilder. So I'm imagining that if Mr. Wilder is not too busy tonight, he's somewhere keeping an eye. He's probably going to watch this fight to see what his former opponent does at bare knuckle. Y'all see Rumble Johnson down there on the sidelines, baby, right there at the side of the ring. He's down there beside Mr. Feldman. He's the ambassador of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Anthony Rumble Johnson. Another one of our wonderful names from the world of MMA and UFC. He has been talk here in the last few weeks about him returning to MMA. First, he said he wanted to fight Francis Ngannou, and then he changed his mind and said he wanted to fight John Jones. So we're gonna have to see how that pans out. We're gonna have to see if he's coming back, and it's gonna be interesting to see where he lands coming back. His first fight, where he lands, and who he gets, and how he does. Lorenzo is 37 and Reggie is 36. Reggie is 6 foot. Lorenzo is 6'3". They came in at 195 for Reggie and 196 for Lorenzo. A debut for Reggie, and this is Lorenzo's second showing at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and he does have a win. His first showing was a win for him. So for him to get an opponent where they can have some build up to this fight and have a little smoke with each other and be able to go in there and really throw those hands on each other is awesome for both men. Because each fighter does want to leave with a win. The Juggernaut. So them two had a little smoke, I'm pretty sure, at the weigh-ins. They are intense. This fight is intense. It ain't even started yet. Reggie the Regulator Pena. Let's go, guys. Oh, they get ready to toe the line. They is towing the line, y'all. No telling how this fight is going to end. It ain't even no telling how this fight is going to begin. Because these two been at it. They was thumb thugging. All right. Oh, Lorenzo off the cuff was on Reggie. Ooh. He done already got him a couple punches through it down. Oh, this is going to be a rough and tumble one. Somebody might go sleep in this fight. These two. Reggie got him some head movement going on, and he's throwing them uppercuts in the clinch. Oh, he going to the body too. He getting them body shots in. Lorenzo is. Oh, he done already opened up Reggie. Reggie's already open, y'all. He got a cut above his left eye. Lorenzo got some good head movement, and they going at it. Oh, he's blocking a lot of them punches in the clinch from old boy. Good job, Lorenzo. He came ready. Oh, what's going on? Like, Reggie is hanging on for dear life at moments. Okay, Clancy has called a timeout. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I think Mr. Hunt has taken a groin punch. So he gets to take a few minutes, however long. I think they give him 5 minutes. He takes however long he wants in that 5 minutes to recover from that groin strike, and then they go back at it. Oh, yeah. Pena has his eyes open. It's under his eye. It was bleeding so bad, I thought it was above his eye. He blinking, too. And look, Lorenzo taking his time. He taking his time. Okay, they towing the line, y'all. Here they go. Lorenzo got a little. Yes. Yo, they going at it. They dropping bombs, but Lorenzo is landing a little bit more than Reggie. They in the clinch. Lorenzo's up again. Yeah, well, not long. The ref broke it up before it even went to be leaning up on the ring. God dang! Lorenzo has opened up Reggie Pena on both sides of his face, y'all. He's straight open. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Round one looks like it's over. Oh my goodness, you guys. I knew this was gonna be bomb dropping season when these two got in there. And trust to know the animosity between Mr. Allers. Look at Lorenzo, he's so relaxed. Oh, he been dropping that right hand on Mr. Pena. Even in the clinch, he was dropping it on him. Ugh. Yo, Lorenzo is like dropping him. He's like, let's go. He looked like he talking to him too while he hitting him. All right. They told the line round two. Okay. So, Reggie is luring. Lorenzo is luring Reggie in, and when he comes in, he's catching him. Okay, guys, let's get it. Oh, they in the clinch, y'all. Mr. Clancy is our referee for this fight. Oh, Reggie hit him with a knife. Damn, why I keep calling him? Lorenzo hit Reggie with a nice hand, right hand to the body. Like Lorenzo's movement is, I think, just offsetting Reggie Pena. Like he can't really get what he wants in. So he's just trying to get in where he fit in the fight. And Lorenzo has some very good head movement. His head movement is making Reggie miss a lot. But in that clinch, they be throwing them bombs on each other. They dropping them. And as I said, Lorenzo has already opened up Reggie on both sides of his face. Oh man, Pena's face is swollen. And they going in again. All right, the end of round two, you guys. Like he got that ain't even no mouse. That's a mountain on Mr. Pena's forehead. Okay, you guys, we're going into round three. Let's see what when they get a close up of the corners. Let's see what condition both men are in. Stitch over there with Mr. Pena, looks like. Yep. Yep. Blue corner's taking a lot of cuts tonight. Shoot, Reggie looked like he almost ain't been touched. I mean, Lorenzo. Why do I keep calling him Reggie? Because he beating up on the guy so bad. He got him a cut over his left eye. Lorenzo Hunt does. But of course, great cutman at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. It's not swelling or anything, so okay, so they're making Mr. Pena go back to his corner and get some Vaseline off his face. All right, he good to go. All right, Lorenzo Hunt and Reggie Pena toed the line, round 3. Ooh, and Lorenzo is level changing on him. Let's go. Oh, so Reggie is telling him, I mean, Lorenzo is telling the ref like he's got a big wob of Vaseline on his head, but it don't matter because he could probably knock it off by now. Ooh! Yo, some of these punches Lorenzo is sitting down on, man. And his defense, he's defending himself very well. Okay, so look like Mr. Hunt is slowing down. Is Mr. Pena gonna be able to get the ups on him because he's slowing down? Is this the okey doke? Is Mr. Hunt just taking a break here in round 3? Or will he be able to continue on at this high rate of striking he's been doing with Mr. Pena? But just because he slowed down doesn't make his punches any less dangerous. That's what I'm saying. When he gets in there, he's dropping them bombs still. So I'm wondering if that's some of them can play the okey doke like that a little bit, make it look like they fade and then they just catch them with something. Boom. But shoot, he didn't pepper Reggie so bad already that even though that it looked like he might be slowing down, Reggie's not rushing in to try to get at him. All right, you guys. So both guys are tired. It's the end of round 3. We still got 2 more rounds in this fight. So Lorenzo came out in the beginning of the fight. He was very high paced and intense. He slowed down, but of course, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, once you guys start hitting each other and you start feeling them punches on your body and stuff, yeah, it affects the movement. And so, hey, Fabricio, Renew, hey, Wanderlei, Silva, Reggie, and there's our guy who won the fan thing yesterday at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. They got him right up there in the front. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I said. Rumble is our ambassador at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I'm trying to see who this gentleman is. Oh, oh, oh man. They didn't stop the fight because of that knot on Mr. Pena's eye. So I'm pretty sure Lorenzo Hunt gets the TKO finish. Yeah, okay, it's a medical stoppage. Yeah, that thing is huge on his eye. Of course, Mr. Pena wants to continue, but they have to do what is best for him. That's why he has a coach. That's why there's the cut man and the doctors. All of them are there. And so they tell him, young man, although you're still standing, you're still coherent. We're concerned about this knot over your eye, this hematoma. So we cannot continue to let you fight like this, because another punch to that could very well make him lose his sight or or cause him brain damage, anything. We don't know what's going on. We know it's a big knot, but at the end of the day, safety first. I'm pretty sure that Lorenzo is very understanding of this, and it works in his favor, though. Yeah, yeah, he peppered that eye. Oh, he was hitting with the body shots. He was lifting my. Lorenzo was dropping bombs, and Mr. Pena, when he could get him in there, he was too. So, yep, fight done. Medical stoppage, you guys. That's a lot of force behind those punches for to make him swell up like that. See, the guys are in the middle of the ring having a little discussion, smiling, talking with each other. Love and respect. That's what I'm saying. You can't have it after you cannot have nothing but respect for your opponent. You ain't gotta like them, but you will have respect for them once you get done fighting them, whether you win, lose, or draw. Yes. Oh, so I probably will get a post-fight interview with Mr. Hunt. Are you looking forward to y'all fight here in MMA? Miss Becky Lorenzo Hunt. Congratulations, young man. Congratulations. So, yeah, Mr. Pena was, yes. Me too. I was thinking they was going to be able to go in, but safety first for my fighters. So much respect to my medical staff at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. TKO. From BCO, we're due. He looks good too. Everybody looking all good. We be talking hey, people talk about people being they looking good. Even after all the many fights they've had in MMA. Former UFC heavyweight champion. And even though the fight got stopped to a medical stoppage, those two gentlemen will still be able to go out after going to see. They may send Mr. Pena to the hospital to get an X-ray. I'm not sure, but we got some great doctors at Bare Knuckle, so they're gonna make that determination, and we'll find out later. But they're usually able to come back out into the crowd after doing their post-fight interview with Bare Knuckle, and enjoy the rest of the event with the others with all the supporting fans and family members and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut down this feed and start another feed. So I'll be back in a few minutes with you guys. Hopefully by the time the next fight starts. I'll be back in a couple minutes, you guys. Thank you.